everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo. At what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Interesting note on Alexander. October of last year, he was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Month. First time that's happened for a Bills defender since 2000.
That was indicative of his year. He ended up having 12.5 sacks on the season.
That's complete over the middle to Stewart. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
Lorenzo Alexander was one of the great stories of the NFL in 2016. His first year as a full-time starter, 12.5 sacks.
That'll get you some more starts, won't it?
It certainly will. He's been a long-time special teams ace. Now he's added outside linebacker and rushing the quarterback to his resume.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Jets making their way out. It's been a while since we've seen them in the postseason, back in 2010. But last year, Charles, 5-11, and some of the moves they made in the offseason suggest maybe this year could be a challenge as well.
I believe those moves you referred to were made to change the attitude, the atmosphere on the team, because they went into the draft, and they got a couple of key guys that they've been counting on. Jamal Adams, a safety out of LSU. Marcus May, a safety out of Florida. They got younger, but they got more athletic back there. The tough part for them, still not solidified at the quarterback position.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And here come the Bills. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. They go play action now. Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Play action. Now Peterman forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
All right, here we go. Green.
Peterman looking to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Second down following the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's got Curse. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go again with Powell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action with Peterman. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Peterman to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. In the red zone this time. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here we go. 38.
2nd down, Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go now.
Here's Peterman to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Play action. It's Peterman. And he hits his man, Matthews. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this... The yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
So much for having too many defensive linemen. Remember the reaction when the Jets took Leonard Williams? They said they've got too many. Guy's a Pro Bowler in his 2nd season.
Yeah, 7 sacks in that sophomore campaign last year. Now Peterman on 2nd down. Now he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills have taken the early lead. For Shady, he had 13 of the Bills' 29 rushing touchdowns last year. That total was the most in franchise history and the most by a single team in the NFL since 2008.
I love watching him run the football. I really do. I mean, I love the numbers, but I love how he gets it done. Vision, power, speed. He's got it all. Absolutely. And each one of his touchdown runs to me is a whole lot of fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player's. So out now come the Jets. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing...
Matt Forte with green grass ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, 76 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a Matt Forte touchdown run. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
These Bills, Charles, as you look back to last year, got off to a pretty good start, put together a 4-game winning streak early in the year, including that 16-0 shutout of the Patriots, but last 10 games, 3-7.
And they expect that to change in 2017 because they made a change in leadership. Remember, Sean McDermott, a defensive coordinator in Carolina, is now the head coach of the Bills. He's going to emphasize being able to finish stronger down the stretch. And they added Tre'Davious White, a cornerback out of LSU, to take the place of the departed Stephon Gilmore.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Peterman. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And that goes for a gain of 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down to about the 22 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Red zone opportunity.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. Flushed out right. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go! Watch it now, Barney!
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19! Here we go! Check! Green 39!
Here's Peterman to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Taylor, and they
take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Taylor, and he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Alexander getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Jordan Matthews here getting ready to go again on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They go play action here on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Fine now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go.
Again, it's McCoy looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No one had more rushing touchdowns than the Bills last year, 29. Let's see what they do on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle?
Hurry up, here we go.
That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third down, here's Forte. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard. The Bills are out. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout. To regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jordan Matthews and the rest of his offensive mates heading back out there. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Taylor to throw. And caught by Curley. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, here's Taylor. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Play action. Now Peterman dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They go play action now. Peterman. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. the offense lining up 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Set. Green, 39. Over.
A give to McCoy. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. This give is to McCoy. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Over. All right, now look at 56. Let's go. Detroit.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now McCoy. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and goal.
Set. Blue, landing.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all that. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kearse, 76 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They go play action with Peterman. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action. It's Peterman. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Throwing once more. Peterman eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on third down. They've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
Peterman looking to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Green, fine now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Peterman. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Mike Tolbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our...
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Curley, 31 yards. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster.
Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Jordan Matthews here getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And Matthews makes the ground. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demario Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Peterman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tough early season stretch for the Bills. After this, they go to Carolina, then home for the Broncos, and 2 more games on the road at Atlanta and Cincinnati.
3 of those teams have been in the Super Bowl in the last 2 seasons.
They will, however, get a brief reprieve with their bye week in Week 6. 2nd and 10 now. Peterman being chased out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jordan Jenkins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Lorenzo Alexander. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Peterman again. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Peterman to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Demario Davis. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right near the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is the running back, Powell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They run with Powell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Powell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game.